Hey everybody, I'm here. Don't worry about paying the ransom. I'm fine. I was just in the kitchen having a little nibble and getting myself a little beverage. Cheers, everybody, to all of you out there around the world. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. Mm, caffeine, not even caffeine free. Regular Diet Coke. Can't find a caffeine free Diet Coke in this town. Unbelievable. Anyway, I came back into my studio here, which is basically a bedroom. And I'm looking out the window just 5 minutes ago, just before I came on the air, or was to come on the air, and I noticed somebody was laying flat on their back on the sidewalk just across the street from my apartment. I'm wondering what's wrong with those people. We do have the odd homeless individual in the region here. I'm not too far from downtown Calgary, but this doesn't look to me like someone I could make out one of those, those scooters you can rent, those electric scooters. Most cities have them now. It looked like there's a scooter lying on the sidewalk and a person kind of lying beside it. And I thought, oh boy, I wonder if they had an accident or something. And then slowly the person sat up and coughing terribly and trying to clear their air passage and sitting up. And I'm just watching. Next thing you know, it's 4 minutes. I figured, I bet you I should be on the air by about now. No one has come to that person's assistance, although I did see someone just walk past and they chatted a little bit and the person kept walking. So I guess the individual on the ground said, I'll be all right. But interesting, isn't it? It's different. It's amazing how different something like that is taken depending on where you are in the world. In the Western world that I'm used to, the first world that I'm used to, this is a kind of thing where if this were happening a few hours from now, here it's only 6:30 in the morning. By the way, the sun is just coming up. If this was happening at 11 o'clock this morning, my time, there would be all kinds of people going by, and someone would rush over to see, you all right? Did you fall down? It's different, especially if the individual looks to be a middle class type person, there would be assistance. I have seen scenarios here where someone is sleeping beside a park bench down here, and I've seen people call 911, and the 911 medics show up to make sure they're okay. And there's no charge for the service. When the 911 people show up, they're through the fire department, paramedics. That's covered by the taxpayers of the city, province, country. Uh, and I have not seen anyone carried away in a body bag, by the way. We don't have those issues here, at least not where I am in this area. It's interesting just to see how this works. If this was happening in Egypt, someone was lying flat on their face, would anyone stop and look? Would anyone be brave enough to look? If this was somewhere else in the planet, I don't know, name whatever country you want, what would the reaction be of the citizenry and of walkers and passers-by and stuff? I don't know. Just thoughts. Just an old man wondering, kind of weird, isn't it? It's a weird world in which we live. We're up 150 points on the Dow. Talk about weird. We lost the winning streak for the Dow Jones yesterday. The Dow did not have an up day yesterday for the first time in, I guess it was 13 or 14 days in a row, something like that. And the Dow ended up losing 237 points. It wasn't close. It wasn't like, oh, it's nip and tuck. We might be up a point, down a point. No, we were down 237 points, put an exclamation mark on it. The win streak is over. Let's start another one, or let's see what happens. Well, we're up 150 now in the pre-market, but that is not making up for the total loss of 237 points. Just to keep things, just remember that, all right? If we were up 300 points right now in the pre-market, the analysts out there would be going bonkers. The television stations, the business channels go nuts because they'd be saying, oh, the Dow is higher now than it was yesterday. We might start a new streak. But if we're only up 140, 150 points on the pre-market, we're not even equaling what we lost yesterday. So now let's calm down, Chester, and see what happens. Today is inflation. Today is expiry day for options. Options expiry day today. So there's guaranteed volatility built in to this market. We'll kind of find out how all this plays out and works out. We are up 28 points on S&P, and we're up 162 on NASDAQ. And to be fair, like yesterday morning, the NASDAQ market is performing far better than the Dow. But that didn't save NASDAQ yesterday either. You might have noticed that yesterday, NASDAQ also had a down session. And so we're not through the woods. Now, we have not had a 13-day win streak for the NASDAQ. There's been winners and losers, winning days, losing days. But generally, the NASDAQ has been rising. But it did drop a little bit yesterday. Interesting stuff. Well, like I say, we're up 1% so far this morning in the pre-market on NASDAQ. We'll see how long this lasts. I'm going to say this, because yesterday's market looked so good in the pre-market and in the first hour. The markets looked fantastic. Looked like they were just going to have a wonderful day. And then it all died in the afternoon. I mean, it just completely reversed, and everyone ran for the exits. Now we have to see, does this continue, or has the smart money been right all along, buying into this market now the last couple of weeks on a consistent basis? After all, the NASDAQ is having a hell of a good year this year, as is the rest of the market. Are they wrong? I don't think so. But we've seen a shift, a massive shift in sentiment and in justification of this market. 3 months ago, 6 months ago, what was the big trend that was going on? Layoffs. Every corporation was coming out with an announcement. Our first quarter financials are this and that, and we're laying off 5,000 people, or we're laying off 3% of our work staff, or we're letting people go, offering early buyouts, blah 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 blah. That was the buzzword, layoffs. If you were a corporation using the word layoffs, your stock went up, because the thinking was, well, the company's expenses are going to be lower because they have fewer employees. So right on, layoffs, that they're going to be around a lot longer. But as I've said a million times, you can't get larger by getting smaller. You can't. You can make an effect right away for a quarter or two. It'll help you right away, but it's not going to ultimately save you or make you the dominant player to be contended with in whatever business you're in. Getting smaller means you're going to be smaller. Okay, so now the last 3-6 months, what is the new buzzword? AI, artificial intelligence. Have you noticed that every single corporation, pretty well every single one of them, that makes any kind of press release talking about their business, doing their financial reporting, all of these guys are now using the term artificial intelligence in their press releases. They all want in on the action. They may have nothing to do with artificial intelligence, but they want in on it. It's funny how some companies are clearly only going to buy artificial intelligence software to use artificial intelligence software. That's the only part of artificial intelligence they're going to be involved in. They're going to be consumers of artificial intelligence systems for their accounting department, for their sales department, for their analytical department, whatever department they have, distribution and manufacturing and blah, 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 blah. In other words, they're going to be the ones paying for this stuff. They're the ones buying the AI stuff that's coming out. They're not creating it. They're not going to get rich off of it. They might have more efficiently run corporations because of it, but this isn't going to show on their bottom line for 3 years, 5 years. It's going to take a while. The other thing that I want you to kind of understand out there, those of you wondering what this old man does all the time, I want you to understand that the future of earnings for corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate everywhere is, what are your expenses and what's your revenue? It's pretty simple stuff, okay? You run a lemonade stand in the front of your yard when you're 10 years of age. What was the cost of merchandise, the Kool-Aid and the water? And what was the revenue stream? You were giving away Dixie cups with lemonade in it for 25 cents. What did that cup cost you to make? The cup was what, a quarter of a penny, half a penny, and it was one and done? Or were you selling lemonade in glasses and having people drink out of the glass, and then you would rinse the glass and use it again? I mean, I don't know what rules you were breaking from the health code. Nonetheless, the money in versus money out. Well, in today's world, today's lemonade stand, you have corporations out there who are spending a certain amount of money per month to be in business, and part of that money is perhaps rent, mortgage payments on their office buildings, cost of their to run their factories and distribution centers, their delivery trucks, on and on. The overhead, all right? Part of the overhead, and a big part of the overhead for a lot of companies in North America, is labor. The labor costs of North American corporations is very high. And you've got to try to run your business as competitively as possible to keep your prices as competitively as possible against your competitors. Because if you're into selling a widget that other people are also into selling widgets, you better have your widget competitively priced, which means your expenses have to be competitive as well. You can't have the most expensive business and sell the cheapest product. You are not going to make money. You want to have the cheapest run business with the highest priced product to have a margin. And that margin is for the owners of the company, which might be public shareholders out there. Artificial intelligence is designed for one thing and one thing only. You might think that it's going to help business be more efficient. No, it's not. That's actually not it. What artificial intelligence is designed to do is to replace people in the corporation, which makes it more efficient. If you can buy an artificial intelligence software system that can eliminate 500 jobs over the next 5 years, you don't have to fire anybody. You don't have to lay anybody off. You can just let them leave or let them go, lay them off, kind of thing, bit by bit by bit, as artificial intelligence takes over. As these 500 people, the next 2 or 3 years, every year, 2.5% of them leave naturally because they get older. The workforce is always turning over. And so in the next 5 years, 12.5% to 15% of the workforce you have will automatically leave as it is. If you add another 10, 20% a year to that as a inducement, early retirement inducement, what have you, you will take 500 people to 450 to 400 to 350 to 300. And sooner or later, the entire department is eviscerated, completely replaced by artificial intelligence. And the bean counters in the back over here, who are right now humans, but will eventually be artificial intelligent computers, will do the math and say, look, for every employee you dump, you are dumping a person you're paying $60,000 a year. It's costing you $90,000 a year for that person, because you have all these added expenses for that person to be here. It might be that you pay this person $60,000, $80,000 a year in cash, but it costs you $200,000 a year to have that employee in the company because they take up space, they use computer systems, they use photocopiers, they make telephone calls, they're on the internet. They use stuff that we pay for them to do their jobs. So they don't cost us just the salary. They cost the salary plus. And some folks are machine operators that are operating machinery, and the machinery is designed for a human being to be in running it. We're going to redesign this machine to now just run off a computer program instead. That means the machine is going to be a lot cheaper to operate. Our accounting department is going to be a lot cheaper to operate. We've just eliminated a whole bunch of people here, and managers and supervisors and so on and so on, all through the computer system. It's all money. It's nothing personal. It's all money. And it's all about reducing headcounts. So if a company can have the board of directors have a meeting today, and the manager, a VP comes in and says, all right, here's the situation right now. We have 10,000 employees. We're going to automate and artificial intelligence, AI, our accounting department, our shipping receiving department, our billing department, our We're going to take our headcounts over the next 5 years from 10,000 people to 4,000 people. And we'll be able to handle triple the business 5 times the business, 10 times the business, because these computers have so much in them. They can deliver so much more, and they never shut down. We can also replace the remaining 4,000 people. We can get rid of 3,000 of those and hire overseas workers instead. We're going to go to India and hire 1,000 people there to work for us from their homes at those wages. We're going to go to Indonesia. We're going to go to the Philippines. We're going to go to Vietnam. We're going to go to whatever. We're going global to reduce our headcount from 10,000. The computer will get us down to 4,000, and then we'll be down to 1,000. And the top 1,000 people in this organization, the top 10%, will be the ones in charge of all these departments from Cleveland, Ohio, or from Peoria, or from New York City, or from Philly, or from wherever. And our office space will go down by 90%. And our manufacturing and distribution centers will now be based in Mexico, Taiwan, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to have USA operations other than final delivery to our clientele. But our clientele are global. So we'll deliver globally through contracted delivery agents. We're going to pull on Apple. We're going to do what Apple does, except we're going to do what Apple does without all the people. That's how we're going to do it. Artificial intelligence. And so you have gazillions of people eliminated from existence with respect to their careers. And artificial intelligence takes over. That's what this is. And that's what's getting the market all excited. The market actually doesn't know why it's excited. It just knows that companies with AI are going to do well. Yeah, they're going to do well. They're going to be able to get rid of more people than the other guys, because North American and European employees cost a bloody fortune. And if you can eliminate one of the highest costs of existence that your company has, why wouldn't you go artificial intelligence? Why wouldn't you do that? If you can get artificial intelligence to help you design and create the latest and the newest computer chip that creates even more artificial intelligence, well, that's even better. We're now talking Cyberdyne systems from the Terminator. We now have the computers telling computers and corporations how to best move forward. And so the human instinct is being eliminated or somewhat replaced and enhanced by this. That's what's going on here. That's exactly what it is. Henry Ford figured it out in 1910 to make a Model T in Detroit, that area, with his new River Rouge plant. He could make a car from the one end of the factory would come iron ore and raw materials, and out the other end of this massive complex would come out cars. The only item Henry Ford really didn't make were tires. The tires were produced by Firestone. Mr. Firestone had a factory, and Mr. Ford bought tires from Mr. Firestone. And it was a nice symbiotic relationship. It worked for many, many years. Ford built cars, created cars, designed cars, sold cars, and eventually made parts to keep cars on the road. That was an invention of an entire business, all with labor, and more labor. Zillions of people worked at Ford Motors over the decades that Ford made cars. From 1900 to 1940, how many millions of people had jobs at Ford through the years? How many generations of people had jobs at Ford? And Ford paid top dollar. Ford was the company that invented the $5 day. So instead of earning $2.20 a shift, you would earn $5 a shift making cars. That changed everything. Everyone had to pay more all of a sudden. But Ford figured out that I crank out more cars at the end of the day. You do the count, and I bring out 10,000 cars a day or 2,000 cars a day instead of 500 a day. I make more money, more overall money for the corporation because of the volume of sales. Now, today, the Ford Motor Company can produce more cars today, more cars and trucks on a daily basis if they wanted to, than they would have ever been able to do back in 1910 and 20. If the demand for Ford from the consumer was, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million F-150s a year, Ford could crank out that many vehicles. As long as they can get the raw materials, They can do it, but they wouldn't need near as many people to produce each vehicle. And that's the secret right there to Ford's upside, and GM and everybody else. Produce a ton of product that the consumer wants for as little a price as possible to you. And that gives you a larger margin of profit per item. And the more items you move, the more you make. Folks at Apple, geniuses that they are in Cupertino, California, they figured this out a long time ago when Mr. Steve Jobs was around. They figured out, why don't we design this thing with California-based engineers, and we'll eventually get engineers from around the world to help us, perfect these and bring them forward, bring out the 10 version, the 11 version, the 12, and on and on and on. But we will never make this in the United States of America. I mean, we're not idiots. We're not going to produce this in America. What are you, crazy? We were here to make money. We have friends we can get. Money is what we want. So why don't we produce this under contract through a company in China and not even own the damn factory? We don't own the factory. You don't control the workers. They don't work for us. They work for Foxconn. Foxconn in China has hundreds of thousands of employees, if not millions, making all kinds of product for the company with this logo on it right here. That little Apple thing you see there, right there. There you go. This is a China-made product, but it's American ingenuity, or used to be. One time it was all American ingenuity. Apple knows that to be one of the greatest American companies of all time, you have to be a creator of gazillions of jobs around the world to produce stuff like this, but certainly not in the United States. What are you, nuts? They're not stupid. They're not going to do that. There's no factory in Michigan making iPhones, and there's not going to be a factory anywhere in America. I don't care what state you rattle off the top of your head that would be labor friendly for Apple, anti-union and everything else. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Why is it that Boeing makes their jets in the United States and they go now to Carolinas and make them their anti-union state and so on and so forth, but they don't produce their jets elsewhere? The reason is simple. Boeing is in the defense business. Boeing is getting defense contracts, and you cannot produce your jet fighters in China for the U.S. Air Force. And so all the stuff that Boeing does, and General Dynamics and Northrop Grumman and whoever there's out there, the defense guys, they have U.S.-based factories. But what's the problem that America is facing with regards to its budgets? The federal budget, the largest single expense the United States has in its federal budget, one of the top expenses, the defense budget. It's massive, and it's every year it just gets approved. However much more they want, they get. Because, of course, the scaremongers are talking about all the armies ready to invade the United States at any moment. And so the American military gets as much as they want every year. It's almost unnegotiable. And it's simple. If you're a defense contractor selling bullets to the Army, to the Navy, to the Air Force, Marine, selling anything to the Pentagon, your secret of success is to make sure to have factories, distribution centers, and employment centers for your business in all the states of the United States, so that the elected official of that region, the congressman and senator of little old Wyoming and Minnesota and Pennsylvania and Arkansas and all these states where there are 2 senators and congressmen, they all have a factory to worry about that employs voters, registered voters, like they said on Ghostbusters. And so the American public pays through the nose for military materials that anyone could make. I mean, do you think that Boeing or someone for the Defense Department could easily get contracted bullets made in a third world country under heavy security? We do it with our pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are made in third world countries by the pharmaceutical companies. They import this stuff by the boatload into the United States, and then it's sent to every hospital and clinic around the country. They could do that with rifles and bullets and missile systems. You just have a highly secure facility inside country, whatever, and the product is shipped out under top secret shipping back to the United States. Oh no, we can't have that. We have to keep the jobs in America for Americans. Americans have to make the bullets that the Army uses, and the shells and the weapon systems and everything else. It's national security after all. Yeah, right. Americans pay top dollar for military. The military could allow companies to, source the product from around the world. The cost of the U.S. military budget would plummet because everyone would compete against everyone else for the business. I can make your bullets for half the price that your factory in Alabama makes them for. No, I can make the bullets over here for a quarter of the price. The Americans would save trillions of dollars over their lifetimes if they would allow their bullets and armaments for their military to be made elsewhere. Not going to happen. Not with 100 senators in the Senate worried about losing their seats if their constituents brought up an opposing senator to run against this senator to say, we're going to buy made in America bullets only. This guy is supporting the other side. He's a traitor to our country. Well, there you go. So our spatulas or our pens are made outside of the United States and Canada. This is okay to make elsewhere, but something that's shaped like this, that's actually a bullet. No. That has to be made in Kentucky or Tennessee or wherever. In Canada, it has to be made in Ontario. It's got to be made in Manitoba. It's got to be Canadian made for the Canadian military. Got to be American made for the American military. After all, it's national security. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. And welcome to the world in which we live. Funny how coups happen all the time in third world countries. There have been all kinds of military takeovers of democracies in the last couple of years. You may have noticed a few of those. What weapons are they using? What bullets? Whose bullets are they using? Whose guns? Machine guns? Which, what military systems are they using? Not using their own. They're using American-made bullets, Russian-made bullets, Canadian-made bullets, German-made weaponry. Weaponry from Finland, Norway, Sweden, the UK, France, Italy, Turkey, Iran, made in China, made in anywhere. A bullet is a bullet. If it moves fast enough, it kills. Simple. Don't get in the way of a fast-moving bullet. That's what I say. It's a safety tip. The military machine out there is one of the greatest employers of the planet. Other countries that can't afford or just don't have the wherewithal to build their own armament businesses, they import this stuff. And so you have some countries that export oil to the Western world and import weapons. Why does Yemen have so much weaponry in it? Yemen is a third world country, broke, armed to the teeth. How is that possible? How does Iran stay alive economically? They buy and sell bullets, weaponry, drones. They sell drones to the Russians to fly into Ukrainian churches and schools and hospitals and blow the crap out of Ukrainians. Iranians are doing great in the weaponry business. They've imitated America. They know, well, the Americans do it. We're doing it too. Russians do it. Chinese do it. The Chinese are buying our stuff. These countries are buying every drone we can make. Why wouldn't we make more of them? They're not stupid, What are you going to do? Yeah, the world is the world. I'm just ranting. Nothing. Don't take it personally. I'm just ranting. It is what it is. Welcome to the world at large. And 2023, here we are. Are you having fun yet? We're going to open on an uptick today. Those of you out there who want to make money writing options, and a number of you are doing rather well, and I congratulate you. Keep up the good work. You figured out that on AI, on the C3.ai Inc. stock, AI symbol, when it kind of reaches the low 40s, you sell cash secured puts that you buy back cash secured puts that you wrote. But when the stock goes back into the 39, 38, 37 range, you write cash secured puts. And then you wait and let the stock go back up, and you buy back your cash secured puts. You're selling first, buying back, selling first, buying back, and you're making money again and again and again. They're just handing it to you. It's incredible how much money is being handed to you on these cash secured puts. Those of you who write contracts, you're just the opposite. You're going, yeah, at 30, 37, 38, $39, I'm buying my covered calls back on AI. Stock goes up into the 40, 41 range. I start writing covered calls again. And I take in top premiums, which are ridiculously high, unbelievable premiums. Stock backs up a few bucks, and I buy back my covered calls, and I lock in profits. I take the extra money, I buy more stock, or I buy more deep in the money calls, and I write more. This is a beautiful system. It's the same at Tesla. It's the same at GameStop. Same at Apple, Microsoft, whatever stock you like writing options at. Away you go. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Don't stop now. Tomorrow, Saturday at noon Eastern, there will be class number 16 will be held right here privately for those who have registered for the class. If you would like to become part of the class for tomorrow's lesson, we're going to talk about how you can write options on any stock you want with a 70% win rate, 80% win rate, 95% win rate, making money, where you're going to create options. You're going to write and buy contracts, and you're going to do it on a credit basis. In other words, you're going to use other people's money to take these positions, and you're going to let the clock make you money. You're just going to sit back and say, I've written I've written and purchased these calls, puts. I'm going to make money just on the depreciation of these contracts. They're going to just hand it to me. And you're going to quickly figure out, I don't need all that much money to do this. There's a limited risk factor here, and I can control the risk factor. I can write and produce these positions where I can predetermine what my risk factor is. And I only want a risk factor of 15%. I want an 85% shot at making money on this trade. I'm prepared to take that kind of risk with my money. Where others of you out there in the past have gone 50-50. I'm rolling my dice. I'm buying this stock because it's supposed to go up, but it might go down. And some of you have been buying stock that's already gone up a lot. And now you're buying the stock. Well, now you're 90-10 to the bad. You've got a 10% chance to make money and a 90% chance to lose money. But you've been talked into it by your friends at work or relatives or somebody, this is a hot stock, it's on its way. Yeah, it used to be 40 cents, it's now $15. It's going to $100 a share, and you buy in at 15, and a week later it's at 10, and then a week later it's at 6, and you're asking yourself, why am I alive? That's what you were used to before you found this channel. Starting tomorrow, you're going to be sitting there going, I can take positions on Tesla, on Apple, Microsoft, any stock I want. It's a stock that I cannot right now afford to do any option writing on. I can't afford it. They're too expensive. Starting tomorrow, I can begin to write option programs against these. I can now put option positions on that I never thought I could. Yes. Going to be kind of fun. If you'd like to be part of the class tomorrow, make a donation to this PayPal account right here. You will find this address down below in the description. Pardon me. Make a $150 donation to this account, and then send me a private email right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com, and just say, Bruce, I and a number of other of your viewers, I have sent you a donation. I want to be in on the class tomorrow at noon Eastern time. I want to learn how to write options using other people's money. I like this idea. I'm excited to be a part of it. We start at noon. It'll last an hour, about two and a half hours, roughly, about 2.5 hours. Tomorrow, Jennifer will be the moderator of the show, and you can be part of the group. After the show's over, we're going to edit the class. Emily, my editor, will edit the class, and then you'll all receive, by the end of next week, you'll all receive an edited version of the class with all the shenanigans taken out. And you can watch it as many times as you like. Those of you who can't make the show live tomorrow, for whatever reason, it's all right. You'll be able to purchase your own version of the class, $150, same price. Once it's edited and uploaded on the website, I'll let you know when it's up and available. You can then pick it up then, okay? But those of you who are here tomorrow, you'll have a head start on many others. And so starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, a number of you, I am certain, are going to be letting me know in no uncertain terms that I just did this trade. Just like you were talking about on Saturday, I just did this one. I just did this one. I just did that one. I'm thinking about doing this trade. I'm thinking about doing this strategy. I'm thinking about this trade. You're going to find very quickly that what I'm going to talk to you about on Saturday is going to appeal to many of you. I would guess 99% of you are going to go, oh, I'd be interested in this. Because some of you are day traders. Some of you are Action Jackson traders. You can't stand doing this. You can't perfect the arm crossing thing very well. You're not good at it. You need you satisfy an itch. I need a trade. I need a trade. I will show you how you can do active trading on this strategy, but I will also show you out there how you can be not so active, not so panicky, and not so much in a hurry. And I will show some of you out there who love the idea of set it and forget it. You kind of like that strategy. We'll talk to you about that as well. What's coming up tomorrow covers all the bases in that sense. And some of you, I think, are going to be shocked tomorrow. And once you see the class yourself, however you get the class, you're going to be shocked at the fact that you thought you would need $200,000 in your account that you're managing to be able to quit your day job, to have enough ammo to utilize for your options trading strategies, to bring enough money out of that market to live off of that revenue so you don't have to work anymore and worry about your 2-week paycheck every couple of weeks. You're going to find out tomorrow, a lot of you, that you need a hell of a lot less than that. You don't need a big position in a stock or a bunch of deep in the money call options. You're going to find out. I think some of you are going to be as shocked as you were when I released the class, when I made the class with you, explaining to you poor man covered calls. When I explained to you the idea of poor man covered call writing, and I used GameStop as the prime example at that time to show you guys you don't have to buy 100 shares at $25 a share to write a contract. You could buy a deep in the money call for $1,200 and write a contract. That was a revelation for a lot of you out there. You guys went, what? I got 1,000 shares. I could have 20 deep in the money calls instead of 1,000 shares. I could buy, let's say I could buy right now 16 deep in the money calls. Write 16 calls, take that money and buy another 4 calls and write 4 more contracts. I've just doubled the number of contracts I'm writing because of this one class for $150. I've just hauled in 20 times $350 a contract, $7,000 I just hauled in because I gave this guy $150 to understand. And I can do this for the rest of my life and not have to keep paying $150 every time I do it. What? That's what happened with the poor man covered call strategy. That was a year ago, more than a year ago. That's why a lot of members never leave this channel, by the way. They figured this one out, and now they're going to find out tomorrow. You're telling me I can write enough contracts into this options market to bring in cash, credit, more money than I'm spending to do this. And I can do enough of these trades on a monthly basis or whatever to not work anymore. And I don't need $250,000 worth of deep in the money calls to pull this off. What? Why didn't you show us this a year ago, Uncle Bruce? If you knew this existed a year ago, why weren't you telling us a year ago to do this strategy? Simple answer, you guys weren't ready for it because you wouldn't have understood the concept. You needed time to understand how options actually trade. You needed to know how options were created. You had to do it yourself. You had to become an option writer first. You had to learn how to buy deep in the money calls. You had to learn how to do rollovers. You had to understand stink bids and stink offers. You had to understand the 90-10 rule. You had to go through trades. You had to go through good days, bad days, good weeks, bad weeks, good months, bad months in the market. You had to understand all of that. That takes time. Because what we're talking about here is a life course to change your life. This isn't like a quick 2-week, here's how to make a widget and get rich on it deal. It doesn't work that way. The options market isn't a quick 2-week training thing and now you're on your way forever and ever and ever. It doesn't work that way. Anyone who tries to sell you a $5,000 course on how to be an options specialist is lying to you, because what you have to absorb and comprehend and feel and believe in and really make it part of your skin takes time. You got to be here a while. It's why it's so dang boring being part of this dang channel, because he doesn't have graphics behind him and he doesn't have fancy cartoons and he just talks to us all the time. I can't stand it. I love this. I love doing this. I can't stand this guy. Well, if you're an 8-second attention span person, you're in trouble, because this is a life lesson that you better want to absorb. Grab it, but it'll reward you handsomely. And when you're in it, after a while, you'll realize, yeah, this is actually pretty good. I kind of like the way this is going. I like making money in my account. I kind of like the idea that I don't have to be in a hurry to do a trade because there's a hot rumor going around. I like the idea of controlling my life in my way. Most of you out there have found that as you become familiar with option trading, you get calmer in the marketplace rather than hyped up. That's the effect of being an option writer. Being an option buyer, you are panicked 24/7. You're nervous about every little twitch in the market. You're just hoping for. You're a gambler. You're addicted to the action. You're not an investor. You're a gambler. If you're going to be an option writer and be an executor of specific types of trades, you're going to become a methodical, deadly, successful investor, and you're going to get rich. It's simple as that. And once you start winning, you'll find that 8-second attention span stuff starts to dissipate. You can get away from it a little bit. You'll be able to go, okay, I'm going to breathe for a while. I'm going for a walk with my dog. I'm going out of the house, going to the park. I'm going to drive to a park and take the dog for a walk and then drive back. I've got my phone with me. I'm always on top of the market. Don't worry about that. But I'm not going to be stuck inside my house worrying about the market. Oh, God, I hope the stock goes up $1 today so I can make some dang money. You're going to get away from that. That's the difference of this channel versus probably every other stock market channel out there. That as you become a writer, you become calmer. You become more calculating. You become more focused and become more determined. And you begin to realize you can't push me around out there. This market can't kick my ass anymore. I have put so many safeguards in place on my capital that I have really protected myself. I am now just like a casino. I'm like an insurance company. I'm like a bank. I make the rules on how I run my investments. I'm in charge, not the market. I'm in charge. This is the thing that you have to get through your mind if you're new to this channel. If you're one of the folks over here that's commenting all the time with the green, their name is in green type and they got an avatar beside them, those are members of the channel. They've already passed through all of this 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. There's a reason why there are people here who make announcements to let me know how long they've been here as a viewer. In some cases, almost 2.5 years now. By the way, Constantine, thank you for joining. Octavio, thank you, being a member 26 months here on this channel. Thank you. Alberto, my brother-in-law, is lurking. Mike, you will become a Gold Bagel member. Mark my words. Thank you, Alberto, for these two donations. I appreciate it, my friend. You're very kind of you. 92 thumbs ups. Thank you all. There's a reason why these folks are here every day. They're here every day. They know how to write options. They don't need me to learn how to write options anymore. They took the first 15 classes I put out there. They're not here to figure out why does the market do what it does. They kind of now know why the markets do what they do. And yet they're here every single day and they're members of this channel. They don't give up their memberships. As a matter of fact, they upgrade their memberships from chilling with Uncle Bruce to the gold level because they want more engagement. with each other and with yours truly. And so every morning at 8 o'clock, I do the Gold Bagel member Trade Alert show. And every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern time, prime time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. They're here for that. This is what they're here. But take a look at the comments that these people make during the day when we're trading here, when the market's open. When these folks are trading, you're reading how many contracts they're writing, how many contracts writing for how much money they're generating, and do the math and go, wait a minute, whoa. What? This guy just wrote 30 contracts at $8 a contract. How much money is that? Each contract, $8. That's $800 a contract times 30. That's $24,000 in a trade. This viewer who just mentioned that they weren't trading options a year ago. They didn't know what an option was 2 years ago. When they started trading, they traded one at a time, two at a time. They were just getting into it. They wrote a couple, they bought a couple back. They wrote some more, they bought a couple back. Then they got into deep in the money call writing, poor man covered call. They're doing 5, 10, 15 contracts. Now they're doing 30, 50, 70. We have people here writing hundreds of contracts at a time now as a matter of normalcy. Just another day. I bought back 100 puts that I wrote 3 days ago, and I made 30 grand. Just another day on this channel. This is the progression that is happening here bit by bit. You want to be part of it? Come on in. Join. Stick around a while. Tolerate the old man without any hair. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. It's not easy being with me. Oh my gosh. Thank you all. Again, so much for being here. It is so much appreciated. Alberto, thank you for this. Both of these appreciated, my friend. Rasman number 90. Nemesis, I'm all ears. I'm here. I don't have time to comment. I'm too busy making money, Bruce. There you go. Casino owner here says Alberto, roll the R and extend the S's with a Latino accent. I'm joking. Love it. I love it. It's just so exciting to see the progression of my viewers month in, month out. It's amazing. Anyway, class 16 is tomorrow. If you want to be part of it, make a donation and send me an email and we'll get you looked after. I think we just got somebody through here. Just double checking here. Yes. There's a number of you actually. While I'm yapping away. Derek, I got your donation. You're in the class. Who else was here? Who was this? Okay. From Burnaby, Zane, gotcha. Zane Developments, gotcha. You're in. And now who's this? This is Constantine. You're in. We'll add you all to the class tomorrow. Again, those of you who want in on the class, is make a donation for $150 to the PayPal address there. Send me a private email. Let me know, hey, I just did this. This is my email address. I want you to send the link to when you start the class tomorrow morning or tomorrow at noon Eastern. Noon Eastern is when we start, okay? So those of you who are in the class, you'll get an alert, an email alert with the link. You'll be able to click on that and you'll be able to you'll see me right here. Auntie Jen will just be off camera over here, and I'll be working on this board behind me, and we'll talk to you about option writing. And as I said before, this is a departure. This class coming up is we've made a turn. We've turned off the original highway. We've come to the end of the road of the very basics of option writing. Now we're going to a faster expressway. And I'm going to show you a whole number of ways to work this. And this is the beginning of a number of classes about this kind of trading that we're going to talk about. So that's why it's a big deal. I'll do my best to explain it as best I can. I know the best part about a live class. Here it is. Excuse me. With you folks here with me, as I yap away about what I'm going to show you here, you guys can ask questions live. And Jen is reading the questions. Jen will interrupt me mid-sentence or as soon as I finish a point, she'll say, okay, What you just talked about for the last 5 minutes, I got a bunch of questions about this. They don't quite understand what your angle is, or they want a little more clarification, or they think you said this or you said that. What did you mean? This is the best part about being part of the class. You are able to help me help you figure it out and get it. That's the best part. Whereas if I just do a recording, I just stand here and I do a thing for an hour, or I stand here for an hour and a half, and then I have it edited, and then I just post it as a lesson. There's no interaction. There's no way for you guys to get back to me. I have no idea whether you get it or not. And I'm just putting it out there. And what'll happen then is likely people will react to me with email questions and say, I don't understand what you said about this, or at the 15-minute mark, you said that, or at the 18-minute mark, you said this. And I'm going to have to come up with a correction video or an enhanced update video on a class that you've been buying. It's ridiculous. So it's better off to be live with the audience, with a class, the class of option writers. It's the same folks, just be part of them, and you'll pick it up together. What's going to happen after the class? I already know what's going to happen after the class. While I'm yapping, and people are responding, and Jen is talking to us, the Discord channel over here, that Discord group, that'll light up, and it's the same group there. So if you're part of the Discord group, not part of the Discord group, you're a member of this channel, you're going to be all yapping to each other about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And then you'll talk about it Sunday, and then Monday morning, and then away we go. So I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like this a lot. Thank you, Alberto. Matthew says, I'm number 94 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. 4 minutes till we open. By the way, I sold $1,450 in Apple options yesterday. That was my biggest one. That's going to help me out a lot. The largest transaction so far, $1,450. Pretty cool stuff. This is great. I get this so often, and I love it. People are coming along. Samuel, we're growing with you, Uncle B. Alberto is always directing gold members to you. You are the best. Thank you, guys. Alberto, Sammy Styles is in the house. Love you all, brother. Welcome back, says Alberto. To Constantine, Zed just sent a green bar. Thank you, my friend. Constantine, thank you. All welcome me back. It's good to be back. Luca, hi there, Constantine. Alberto, unless you ask Auntie Jen about, was it liking me? She will mute you. I was spanked on a live clip. Polygamy. Oh my gosh. Hi there, Luca from Constantine. Beach Boy Discord. What's a Discord? David, GameStop CFO announced resignation yesterday. Maybe that's why the stock sold off late in the afternoon after a nice gain. Turnover executives. Any ideas what might be going on? I wish I knew, except to guess. I'm going to guess that maybe what happened is that the objectives are not being met that these people were given. Parameters and performance, they're not delivering, and they're being told that you're only going to get your base salary and no stock. You're not earning stock in the company because the company is not delivering on the metric. That could be it. But I don't know. Or, it could be the opposite. It could be that this guy is saying, hey, I have met my objectives. I have done all kinds of work here. I've done all kinds of positive things. But I don't like the direction of the company or the policies or the, what you want to do going forward. I don't agree with it, and I'm out of here. Or I got a better job from somebody else. I got a better job offer, and I'm gone. I don't. It could be a million reasons, but it's interesting, isn't it? JD, hey, Uncle Bruce, do all of your strategies presuppose stock ownership? Or do you advocate other strategies not requiring underlying stock ownership, but not losing your shirt simultaneously? You are correct, JD. What we're going to talk about tomorrow is where you can buy and sell contracts on stock you don't have to own. That's why many of you tomorrow are going to go, I could start writing options on Tesla. I can start trading options on Apple. I can start writing options on the triple Qs, on SPY, the index options. I can start doing this now because of what Bruce is talking about. Oh, yeah, I'm in. Okay, I want to know this. Yeah, this opens up the whole market Charlie says email and payment sent. Thank you, my friend. What else is going on here? Okay, Primo says Beach Boy Alberto is going smiling and bringing in the money. 2 minutes before we rock on to Splair, we're just about there. Constantine, email and payment sent for the new class. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. 500,000 volume is pre-market already crossed, says Splair. JD, so a precedent question indeed. A very interesting question. We are coming in additional. Thank you again, those of you who are making donations to the channel to join the class. I appreciate you all. Yes, Constantine, Charles, we got you. Charles, you're in from Sweetwater, Tennessee. You're in there, buddy. And also, thank you to Nikos. You're in as well, my friend, from Brooklyn. Gotcha. As I say, if you want to join the class, please make a donation and send me a private email on top of that, so I know I can link you guys and figure out how to get you in. Appreciate it. Can't wait for the class. I'm really stoked about it. This is going to be something. Yeah, it's going to be fun tomorrow. Okay, we are about opening here. Let me double check here. Yes, Larry has done the move. Thank you, Larry, for hitting the bells. As always, thank you. I want to rock, says Bill. I want to rock. Beach Boy Larry, there. Thank you for them there bells. Luca, Uncle Bruce, would you know a nice steakhouse in Calgary? I'm in Canada 2 weeks starting Sunday. Oh, I know a nice steakhouse in Calgary. Yeah, I do. I do. Zed is saying, Larry, what have you done? Luca, Larry, the bells. Thank you all. All righty. Thank you guys for joining in this morning. Those of you who are lurkers, love you guys. Thank you for being part of the show. Make sure to hit the thumbs up for us. Give us some views. Give us some thumbs ups. Action. It would be much appreciated. If you could help us out, that would be absolutely terrific. Thank you again for those of you who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for those of you just kind of casually watching. Please subscribe. You'll get alerts every time I do a show, every time a video comes out, anytime anything happens, you'll get alerted if you're at least a subscriber. And if you become a member, that is the ultimate form of support for this channel. Thank you all for who are becoming members, and those who are becoming gold bagel level members. You guys are at the top of the class. I cannot thank you enough. You know I can't. I try every day to thank you, but I just can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it. Jen appreciates it. Thank you for becoming gold bagel members and followers of this crazy gang of regulars. Love you guys. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce, 19 months. Gold bagel level. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, experience, and your journey in our trips and personal life. These are not, I'm not paying for these messages. These are people putting them up on their own volition and own accord. Thank you, all of you who do this. It is wonderful letting us know how the channel is working for you. It is much appreciated. We just hit 100 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you. 180 of you are here. That means 80 of you are slackers, according to Mr. Strickland. Please don't let him catch you red-handed, not having given us a thumbs up. Please, he's in the hallways. He's trying to hand out those pink slips. Don't get caught. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Luca, well, what's that steakhouse then? Not the Keg, I hope. Oh gosh, no. Nick's Steakhouse on Crowchild Trail across from McMahon Stadium. That's where you go for a good steak. Nick's family business for 40 plus years. Yeah, that's where you go, my friend. Splair, Uncle was sure that I need to learn first the poor mind covered call. This sounds like an opportunity to learn how to grow your capital. Yes, sir, Splair. You still have a lot of catching up to do, my friend. But, you're young. Keep it going. Joe, a slacker no more. Nice try, Mr. Strickland. You're not catching me red-handed. Thank you, Joe, so much for this thumbs up. I appreciate it. And all of you who've been able to throw the thumbs up our way. 113 now. Here they come. They're coming in one after the other. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up city. We're going for 200 if possible. I don't know if we can hit 200. We didn't hit 200 yesterday. We just couldn't get anywhere near 200 yesterday. There must have been too much politics talked about here. Couldn't get to 200 thumbs ups. It's all right. Alberto, $25 a month for your wisdom. That is peanuts compared to what we're making in profits. There you go. Yes, if you can't make $25 a month in profits on writing options, I can't help you. I can't. I don't know what to say. You know, there are people here who have like $2,500, and they use that to write 5 cash secured puts on SoFi. They write them at $1.30. They buy them back for $1. They make $30 a contract times 5 contracts. They make $150 with $2,500. You're not getting rich, but the return percentage is phenomenal. If you could make $150 on 5 contracts at 30 cents a contract, I mean, that's like walking across the street, for crying out loud. Your 25 a month for gold bagel level shouldn't be a problem. I do get messages. I really do. I get private messages from people who say, I can't afford to be a member of your channel yet. And I kind of think to myself, you can't afford to make money then. If you can't afford to be a member of this channel for $10 a month or 25, especially in the gold bagel level, to get all the extras that I offer, then you're not serious about making money. I mean, you're looking for something else that isn't here. But it's, to each his own. I'm not you. You are you. I am me, and I'm just doing what I do. And those of you who make contributions to me through PayPal donations and super chats like this, I can't thank you enough for all this. Again, there are some of you who outdo others by a golden mile, and it all works out in the end. Beach Boy, Alberta, how about them peanuts? Thank you, Beach Boy. Alberto's made 2 contributions now. Beach Boy has made a contribution. So here we go. Thank you, Beach Boy. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, everybody, for being through this channel. Like I said, Alberto's got it right there. This is it right here. The $25 goes to YouTube. I only get $17.50 of that money. $7.50 goes to YouTube. It's 30% to YouTube. I get $17.50 a month from Gold Bagel members. That's how much they contribute to my living. So you can imagine how many members I need to survive on. And this is why I'm so appreciative of all of you who are contributing to the cause. Good news is YouTube sees $25 come in. They get $7.50. That allows them to say, let's keep this guy on the air. Let's not get rid of him. Because he certainly doesn't have 20,000 people watching him live. There's only 174 here. So this guy isn't making us any money on our ad revenue. It's his membership revenue that keeps him on the air. That's what justifies his existence on YouTube. And so you're helping me stay on the air and make a living. I appreciate it. These donations, these go a long way as well. And I thank you. Nice try, Beach Boy. How do you like them apples? Laughing out loud. I don't mind these battles at all. I really don't. But I also love it when they do this kind of stuff on PayPal. But it's okay. However you want to do it, it's fine with me. I'm a happy guy. Thank you all so very, very much. 119 thumbs ups. That is the absolute #1 way to help me out, is nail that thumbs up button and tell YouTube, send this guy viewers that have any interest in the options market. Send this guy viewers because he can do them some good. There's a lot of interaction there. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you can afford to find it, if you can take the time and nail that button for me, I would appreciate it. It just tells YouTube this channel's okay. This is a place where you're welcome as a viewer. You're very welcome as a viewer here. And I don't take it for granted that you guys come through here. I don't. Thank you all. We're open. We're up 150 points, I think. Let me double check, triple check, quadruple check. Haven't had time to even give you quotes. I'm too busy thanking you guys for being here. Here we go. We're up 128 on the market right now, and we've got. Let's see here. Let me refresh this screen. Here we go. Yeah, 28-point gain on the S&P 500. 150-point gain on NASDAQ. This has been the pattern all morning. This was exactly the opening yesterday, give or take, similar kind of thing. Oil is off 50 cents a barrel, though, 79.57 a barrel in Texas, okay? Um, let's see what's going on. Headline, here's a shocker. Mitch McConnell plans to serve as Senate Minority Leader through 2024. No kidding, Sherlock. Like, no kidding. A body bag is going to get rid of this guy. Dianne Feinstein out of California, a body bag is going to escort her out of the Senate. These folks will never leave, ever. They will die in their seats. They will never leave. I think Father Time will take care of these guys, and that's just another story entirely. Anyway, there you go. Oh my gosh, so much fun here. Alberto, when SoFi hits $12, we will start a $10 donation frenzy. Laughing out loud. Beach Boy, 60 shekels for Bruce. Alberto, peaches are better. Thank you, my friend, for the donation. Luca, Defo, Alberto, Defo, DQ. I am number 122 on the thumbs ups meter. Thank you guys for coming through. We now have 123 thumbs ups. They're coming through one after the other. Thank you so very, very much. Again, those of you who want to be in the class tomorrow, we're going to talk about a number of different strategies here, but there's a big one coming up using other people's money. This is going to be an intense class. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I have been working all this week and last week on just how to try to present this to you in an easy to understand way. Like I said, it's a new chapter in how to write options, and it's going to open up the entire spectrum of issues out there. If you've always wanted to write options on Tesla but just couldn't afford to do it, this is going to be a way to look into doing this for you. Those of you with $10,000 and 15 and 20 and 30, you felt that you can only write options or be in the options market with lower price stock. This is going to open things up. Those of you who are, just getting into it, you're going to realize another dimension to option writing, and you're going to go, what? You're going to figure out with me, through me, I guess, you're going to figure out how a lot of private hedge funds operate. And I'm talking about private hedge funds that might only have 10 or 20 or $50 million that can generate hundreds of millions of dollars of leverage in a very conservative way. This is something completely new to many of you, and it should be new to you. There's no easy way to find out how hedge funds really operate out there. I'm going to talk to you about how insurance companies operate, how mutual funds operate, how banks operate, pensions operate. This isn't boring stuff, by the way. You're not going to be snoring after 5 minutes of this. You're going to be fascinated by this. You're going to go, what? They've been able to do what? They do it how? And they're doing it with millions of dollars. I'm going to show you how to do it with hundreds and thousands of dollars. It's the same trade. It's just at your level. And now you're going to understand, oh, I see what he's talking about. So these outfits are using gazillions of dollars to do exactly this. I'm just doing it with my account. It's a level playing field in this way. It's a level. Now, some of you are going to help me out during the show and after. I'm going to put the word to you guys. I'm going to have you do some homework for me. First time you're going to homework. You're going to do some homework for me, and you're going to tell me some information that I'm going to want to know from you. Because I know that a number of you have different firms that you use to do your trading with, depending on where you live, what firm you're utilizing, and so on. And so get ready for that, okay? It'll all make sense tomorrow. Don't worry. And away we go. All right. Constantine, I see that nothing has changed. Alberto and Beach Boy are still the best sports. It's good to be part of this family. Welcome back, Constantine. Splair, I join Alberto by about 5 here and 5 there on PayPal. So he gets more YouTube alphabet less. I don't know quite what that means, but thank you all for being part of this fun today, part of the show. Alberto, thank you, my friend. As always, just being here. Same with you, Beach Boy. And, of course, all of you who are here. 125 thumbs ups and counting. Away we go. Everyone is watching the markets closely. The Dow's up 162. I've got Matterport up a nickel. Nvidia's up $7 today. It looks like SoFi's up 20 cents to 9.30. Rocket Lab is up 35 cents this morning, 7.08. Got GameStop down 8 cents. The GameStop shares were as low as 21.79. Now at 22.13.17. This is kind of the high of the morning on 400,000 volume. AI is up 98 cents. A Smart Rent up a nickel. Owens Corning is even up $2. ATIP up 6 cents. Nothing going on there. Unity up 185. Tesla's up 552. Apple up 212. Google up 309. Moderna up 82 cents. Cisco down 65. Pfizer up 8. IBM up 21 to 143.18 on IBM. HBQ $33.01 up 13 cents. Microsoft up $4.69. ME up 7.5 cents to 187 after crashing yesterday over $2 down to the 180 range. Now back to 187. Only 70,000 traded. That's all I got. Amazon up 249. Spire's up maybe 3/4 of a penny at 63.5. Home Depot up $2. Vanek Vectors up 217. Netflix up 570. Adobe up 950. Goldman, big high flyer, down 174. Boeing is up 322. Meta up $6. Target up 149. JP Morgan up 83. Costco up 420. Walmart up 80 cents. Disney up 37 cents. American Airlines is up 23 cents. And DraftKings up 88 cents a share. Royal Caribbean, $112.42. The high of the year of 112.84 was already set today. It's hitting its high of the year. This is a short sale candidate like you cannot believe. I don't buy it that these guys are going to be making oodles of money. But what can I say? The market is the market. I can't. People put money into this thing. Blows my mind. Norwegian 2161, Carnival 1856. These stocks are not following suit with the way over performance of Royal Caribbean. They're not doing it. Royal Caribbean is within $15, $20 of its all-time high, like ever. They're not making that kind of money they used to make. I don't think so. It's just I'm not convinced. We'll see how this plays out. 158 gain on the Dow right now. Thank you all so much for being part of this gang today. Appreciate it. Thank you, Alberto, for all the love. Dude, $2 donation to you, buddy. Thank you. I love when Beach Boy believes he's winning. I got you, says Alberto. Clay, I don't know what it is with SoFi getting junk articles. Every mention is about downgrades that aren't really downgrades. And the latest article I saw is a joke, says Clay. Downgrade aside, Kathy Woods buys $1.2 million worth of SoFi. Yes, Splayer. I just don't want to spend as much for your YouTube fees when I can send it directly to you. Thank you, my friend. Alberto, manipulation to bring it down before the financial release. Stay strong, SoFi holders. Yes, indeed. I'm at the end of the day, it's the money that's going to determine everything. It's how much cash flow do they have, how much in sales, profit and loss. And if SoFi starts turning a profit, which I think they're just about there now, my personal opinion, I think they're there. It's going to change from, are they going to survive? Are they going to make it? To how much money are they going to make? They're making money now? Oh, okay. Well, how much are they making this year, next year, and the year after? That's going to be the new game at SoFi with all the analysts and all the speculators. Some speculators will say they'll never make $1 a share. And others will say, they're going to make $10 a share. And others can say, they're going to they broke even, but they're going to lose a bunch of money next year. I mean, you're going to get this all the time. There are shills, I don't know why, on both sides of the argument. I don't know why. SoFi has fans. SoFi has detractors. Welcome to the market. It's a free market. Say what you want. Believe what you want. Follow it the way you want. I don't know. It is what it is. 131 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for doing this. I appreciate this. Alberto, you're awesome, buddy. Thank you for this PayPal donation. You're pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thank you for the PayPal donation, sir. Oh man, the note he has is quote at beachboy.apples exclamation mark quote. Thank you, my friend. Oh my goodness. Very, very kind of you, sir. Appreciate that. All right. Where are we at here? Away we go. Oh man. Thank you guys for being through here. I'm trying to keep up with all this activity. We are now up 165 on the Dow. Matterport is up 8.5 cents to 323 now. Nvidia up 580. SoFi 938 up 30 cents. SoFi volume is only 6.2 million. High today 945. So we're trying to recover yesterday's losses. Rocket Lab is up 30. Volume on Rocket Lab 709,000. I see way more positive articles on Rocket Lab than negative, but I do read negative articles on Rocket Lab. I mean, go figure. It's crazy. Anyway, Home Skillet APLS premiums are looking pretty nice right now. $30 stock, 3 weeks at $30 brings in over $5 a contract. Let me know out there. Tell me the stocks that you're following that have really high premiums on options. If you're thinking of writing options on some of these, let us know which ones you're watching and following. I'd be curious to know. DQ, Apples. It's all about Apple. DQ, Alberto, PayPal, Beach Boy, PayPal. DQ, DEM, I don't know what that means. Home Skillet, 25 strike begins at 3.7, $3.70. Splair, well, we all know when the next Fed meeting is. Could it be that SoFi planned it as well? At least we have directly after earnings of trading day. We'll find out. Robert, SDGR pays very high premiums. SDGR, apparently. Interesting, SDGR. Let's see who that is. SDGR. Can I get my computer to work? There we go. Is it going to wake up and do anything? I don't know. Schrodinger. Don't know. I've never heard of these guys. Engages in the provision of chemical simulation software solutions to pharmaceutical industry. It operates through the software and drug discovery business segments. Software segment sells software to transform drug discovery across life sciences industry and to customers in materials science industries. Pretty over my head of understanding, I'll tell you that. Financials on this company, balance sheet, sales and revenues. In 2018, 66 million, 2019, 85 million, 2020, 108, 221 in 2021, 138 million, 2022, 181 million in sales. So sales are climbing, no question about that. They have gross income. They do have still losing money because of all their research and development, but it's an up and comer in that sense. What about the balance sheet here? Here we go. Balance sheet, cash and short-term investments. They obviously raised money in 2020 because in 2019 they had 86 million in cash and short-term investments. In 2020. So from 2019 to 2020, they went to 643 million. They're still sitting on 456 million in cash, short-term investments. Total assets, $688 million. Total liabilities, $240 million. So they're definitely positive on the asset and liability side. 49.16 is the price of the stock, up $1.40. The high of the year, 59. The low, $15. Had a hell of a run here in the last little while. In the last 6 months, the shares were in that 21, 24 range, 25 range in April, May 27, June, $35, July now 48. The high of, like I say, 59 was hit a few weeks ago. Right now, 49.16, and I guess options are pretty juicy. don't know what to make of it. I couldn't possibly predict what they're about. Um, a 40 a $50 call a $50 call for the third week of August is a 295 370 price on a $50 contract. So that's 6% premium on just about 80 cents out of the money. Rather interesting. It doesn't look like there's a lot of massive option trading going on, though. It's not what we call a top 10 active company. A $50 call option for September, $5, $4.50 to $5 on a $50 stock. So it's a 10% yield or markup. That's high, no question about it. That's high. Sustainable? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, Robert. Let's see. Blair, I see you feeding the professor with Apple money for better grades. Alex, as in cat. SoFi is definitely a Schrodinger stock, says Clay. Let's see. How about IRM? Nico wants to know. IRM. What about that stock? IRM. Let's take a look at this one. IRM is called Iron Mountain. 61.50 a share right now. The high of the year 62.80, the low 43. 291 million out, 289 million trading, 12 million short, nothing to worry about there. And financially, the company's sales since 2018 have gone from 4.2 billion all the way up now to 5.1 billion. Pretty steady on in the income side. They do have net income, 556 million last year. And they are showing, let's see, balance sheet here. Cash and short-term investments, 141 million on hand. They've been from 255 million down to 141 million right now. Total assets 16 billion. Total liabilities 15 billion. So it's a fairly margined company. Don't know. I don't know if this is a company with strong option of opportunity. I really can't say. August contracts, the 60s right now are 235, 260. No serious premiums there. 62.50s out of the money $1. They're only $1 on the contract. So this is definitely not a highfalutin premium contract kind of company. What else is going on? GNRC options are good. GNRC says DQ. That's a winner. GNRC. Let's take a look. GNRC. We're talking Generac Holdings. Generac Holdings, $149 stock. The low of 86 for the year, the high of 282. We're nowhere near the high, nowhere near the low. We're kind of in the middle of it, about 40% range. 62 million outstanding, very small float. 4.7 million outstanding. So this is a much tightly held, much more tightly held company. And I doubt there's a lot of action here. Earnings, revenues, 2.2 billion in 18, 4.6 billion now. Lots of revenues. Balance sheet, cash on hand, 224 million in 18, 132 million now. So cash is draining. Interestingly, total assets. Where am I on that? Total assets 5.1 billion, and total liabilities 2.8 billion. So there's shareholder equity here. That's for sure. Okay, option wise, $149 stock. Option contracts at 150, 670 to 710. So that would be 4%. That's not bad for only August. Not too bad. Let's take a look at September contracts. See if I can get this to work here. Hang on a second. Let's go to September. Take a look. September 1st, September 15. Okay, September 15 contracts, 150s, just out of the money, 1130 to 1190. That's very good. That is a very high premium for an at-the-money call. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's what's that, 7-8%? 155 will bring in 910 to 960. So there's definitely some bias there to the upside. On a put contract, a 150 put, that's just in the money. 1030 to 1090 on a cash secured put there for a 150. So if you wrote a 140, which would be 940 out of the money, you'd receive 610 to 640 for September 15 contract. There's some potential there. Interesting stuff. Okay. And here, Mr. Premium, the option ENPH MARA, a Riot, nice premiums over there. And Splair thinks Tilray has some pretty good premiums. Alberto AI cash secured puts. I'm getting them now. Get them now. Manager UNH is tanking. Anyone knows why the spike yesterday to 23.50 on GameStop? Does anyone know about this? And Maria, ENPH cash secured puts on this big dip. Giddy up, everybody. Algos run GameStop prices, touch grass. You need to balance option percentage with liquidity. I agree with that. No question. And DQ is saying to Nico, PIRM is monthly options only. Premium percentage very low. And Mr. Premium, Maria did a buy right on ENPH. IR Aaron says MARA and Riot. Those are good ones to write options on, play options on. Alberto says premium's not great. Deep value, ASML and MELI premiums and volatility are A++. Beach Boy, covered calls. Maria, Mr. Premium, the option, great. I did buy some shares after hours on the big dip. I sold 2 cash secured puts last week that I will need to roll. AI right now is sitting at 39.29, up $1.08. The high of the day, 39. Hang on a second. Let me double check here. 39.60 is the high. 39.48 is the low on AI stock. The Dow is up 155. S&P up 38.5. Nasdaq up 213. Matterport holding a nickel gain, $6 gain on Nvidia. SoFi up 22 to 930. Rocket Lab is at 698, up 24. GameStop down 29 cents, 21.98. AI 39.20, up 99. Constantine, I'm getting ready for work. I'm glad to be back. I hope everyone's going to have a green day. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'm excited about the class tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Fantastic. Thank you, Constantine. Zeta State, UPST. Nico, thanks, Uncle Bruce and DQ. Alberto, time on your side equals depreciation. DQ, AI premium percentage liquidity is still a winner right now. A home skill at August. Cash secured puts on APLS are over 10% of the share price. Nico, I figured so much about it. I already own a bunch, and I wanted to know what you all thought. Rock and roll, my friend. Thank you all for just coming through here. It's great to have you, and I appreciate all of you out there letting us know what stocks out there give you really good premiums on your option plays. Which ones do you like? We know all about AI. It's been unbelievable. We love the cash secured put game with SoFi, Rocket Lab. We love playing that game on AI as well. We got Unity at 44.94, up 173. There's good premiums there. Tesla 263, up $7. There's good premiums there. Apple up 274 a share, 195.96. The all-time high for Apple is 198.23. We're coming up again to an all-time high trade on Apple. Google 133.08, up 321. Moderna up 134, but only at 119 a share. Interesting. Cisco down 78 cents. Pfizer's up 17. IBM is up 40 cents to 143.30. HPQ 33.05, up 17. Microsoft up 623, 336.95. We've got ME up 9 cents. Amazon up 274. We have Spire up a fifth of a penny. Home Depot up 183. Vanik Semiconductors up 280 to 160. Netflix up 780, 421 a share. Adobe up 770 a share at 521. Goldman Sachs down 77. Boeing up $4. Meta up 780. Target up 164. JP Morgan up 89 cents. Costco up $5. Walmart up 97. Disney up 45 cents. American Airlines up 19. And DraftKings up 77 cents. Well, it's green all over the place so far. It's green at the moment. See what gives here. 39.61 on AI. Okay, guys. Mm, 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 mm. Alberta Maria, thanks for the ENPH. I like the stock. Not Mary material, but definitely taking the premiums. Deep Value says Riot is a Keith Gill stock. Cindy B, I like Poorman covered calls on AMD. Good premiums. Clay, this might be a risky one, but Carvana premiums are really high. September 15, 45 calls, $3 out of the money are worth nearly $6 a contract. Scary, scary stuff. At least Tilray September calls could offer 40 cents when they get the 12, 2.5 in the money, but the December and January calls are actually laughable with only 15 to 20% more in price. Interesting. 162 gain, 162 point gain on the Dow. We have 138 thumbs ups. Thank you all so much for that. Keep those thumbs ups coming, guys. Appreciate it. We got okay, what's going on here? Beach Boy, thank you. I think it's Beach Boy who did that. We'll see what's going on there. Let's see what's happening here. Please speak up, Alberto. At peaches.com says, as Beach Boy. Beach Boy's making a PayPal donation. Thank you, my friend. Alberto's made a PayPal donation. Thank you, guys, so much. Trying to keep up with this stuff. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all so very, very much. All right. I get a kick out of this. 140 thumbs ups. They're coming in. 60 to go, baby. 60 to go for 200. Beach Boy, I wrote AI 40s 1 week covered calls, 198. And I put in a stink to buy back over 50% lower. Uncle Bruce, please click your PayPal. You never know. There it is. Got it. All right. Thank you, Beach Boy. Okay. Across the streams. Jen, how are you today?
I had to turn the light on. It's dark.
Yes. It's 8:00 in the morning here, and it's rather gloomy out.
It's a gloomy day.
Very thick.
I blame the folk festival.
Very thick, dark clouds. The folk festival is underway, and that means rain in Calgary. It is really grim looking.
Thunder,
It happens every year.
I swear, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Calgary Folk Festival.
Tried moving it around. No,
yeah, they just don't get a break on the weather.
They do not get a break. Yeah.
I will say this though, I welcome this rain with open arms.
Oh, the city looks beautiful.
We are lush and green here. Yeah. The air is crystal clear. And of course, the rain, if it spreads all over Alberta, that would be the best.
Hits those crops.
We need the crops, but also we need those forest fires to be negated dramatically.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's north.
Well, actually, Red Deer and Edmonton, parts of Edmonton, Red Deer definitely.
But,
the
Edmonton's
mid part.
Like halfway up.
Yeah, I know. The far north is where we need it.
North.
We also did need rain in the southern half of British Columbia, and it's coming in there as well, and that's good because just north of Creston, where we used to live, forest fires everywhere. They're getting hit with some showers. I just don't know if it's enough.
Yeah,
we're hoping for the best of the best. But if this is the beginning of a trough of rain for much of Western Canada, that would be fantastic. I just don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But
it's a little dark.
Yeah. Oh, it's dark outside. Oh gosh, is it dark?
Dark in the kitchen.
I mean, the lighting is keeping. I mean, without lighting, this is what it's. This is what it looks like with the light coming in from the bedroom here. This is it. The lighting you see on my face is not from the outside. It's from my computer, and it's from my iPad shining light at me. There's the light. It's dark out. It is dark out. Yeah.
So how's the markets today? Are we down?
Well, we're having fun here. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay. All right. So I'm mentioning about the class tomorrow, and this has been the topic of discussion in this house now for a week. 4 or 5 more have signed up this morning.
Okay,
come.
we're getting pretty full.
So we're not saying how many, but
Right.
we're very pleased with the number of people coming. The more the merrier, of course. Viewers are figuring out more and more as I try to explain what we're going to talk about tomorrow. More and more viewers are figuring out. So even if I only have a $10,000 account versus some of these, larger, this pertains to me. It does. You have to just understand how options work. You want to be in this class. A number of you on Monday are going to be writing options and buying options on stock you've never done it on before, because you're going to understand that, I can do this.
Next Wednesday's class is going to be very interesting.
Next Wednesday's primetime show? Yeah. The next Wednesday primetime show with Uncle Bruce is going to be incredibly interesting, because a whole bunch of gold members are going to be spending an hour of time with me after the hour, 6 o'clock Eastern, where we won't be interrupted by the market forces to talk about these strategies.
And they'll be able to go onto those pretend accounts.
Yes.
And test the water.
That's correct. A number of you who have, depending on which firm platform you use, you can do pretend trading. A number of you are going to be doing pretend trading on what we're talking about Saturday. You're going to be into it big time. Again, that's a good thing. A very, very good thing. Yes. So a number of folks have realized the last 3 days, I got to be here for this class. I can't wait till the end of next week to get my version of the class, the edited version. I got to be there live, because if you're here live, you can ask questions live. Jen is here to read them, and she'll interrupt me as I work away on this board. She'll say, they're not getting it, or they need you to re-explain that in another way. And so that's what we do. Plus, of course, they love the charm of Auntie Jen anyway.
Of course. I'm constantly being described as charming. That's the first thing that pops into people's mind. That's how my daughter describes me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, our daughter describes Auntie Jen as super charming. That's right. If we ever went to India and they had one of those, jars where that snake comes out, the cobra, she'll look at that snake, and that snake will go right back down in that jar. I'm not coming out. No way. This charmer can kill me. Just her stare alone. Alberto and Beach Boy are having a war. A donation war. We love these. Beach Boy, nice work, Primo. I like it. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Alberto, Auntie J, Tia J, he says, Tia J, how you doing? Joey's voice. How you doing, Alberto? How you doing, Alberto? Beach Boy.
You're doing okay.
Alberto, Beach Boy, laugh out loud. Keep making that dinero. JR, good morning, SJ.
Good morning, JR.
Splair, when you spend $1,600 for 800 Tilray, it's probably safer to get the $20 premium on Tilray rather than on a 4200 Carvana package. Only if I bought below 10, it's useful, I think, says Splair. Right on, Splair. JR, oops, Anti-Gen, not SJ, Anti-Gen. Splair says, good morning, Anti-Gen from Splair.
Good afternoon, Splair.
Splair says, honestly, when you want to save energy, I'm okay with that desktop lamp only. Cindy, Uncle Bruce, I'm not sure if you want to, I'm not sure if I can take the class until later. Do you check your email throughout the day in case I'm able to make it? Yes, all day long. I get alerts
tomorrow morning.
all the time. I'm constantly checking my emails. I get so much junk mail that I have to constantly check my email. There's just so much crap going through there. And yes, I'm always on it. So if you guys make a notification tonight, that you make a donation tonight that you want to be in the class, you'll be in the class. I will be watching the emails right up until noon tomorrow, just in case there's anyone at the last minute coming in. No problem.
Yesterday, I had to look through my junk folder because I was missing an email.
Yeah.
That the computer thought was junk and actually wasn't.
Right.
Well, what a selection of products I was being offered.
Oh, the amount of email we get, the amount of junk mail we get is ridiculous. I mean, I get hundreds of junk emails because
all the time
on my channel I have my email address. So if anyone wants to send if a sponsor like Coca-Cola ever wanted to come along and say, hey, we noticed that you mention our product, Coca-Cola, all the time, and we really love the fact that you love caffeine-free Diet Coke, and we love you. If they were to send me a proposal to say, hey, if you were to hold up a can of caffeine-free Diet Coke, we would love to make a deal with you because we notice how you love the Coca-Cola product that we make. I need to keep that email address out
So
there.
already
Haven't received an email
are.
from Coca-Cola yet, but I'm waiting.
But yesterday, caffeine-free Diet Coke was on the shelf again.
Yes.
For the first time in
let's
2
clarify
months.
everything. Okay. We've been buying 2-liter bottles of cola here. We can buy the regular Diet Coke, the regular Coca-Cola for $1.25 for a 2-liter bottle. Think about that, America.
Yeah.
$1.25 Canadian for a 2-liter bottle. That's 95 cents US for the big plastic bottle of Diet Coke. You guys can't get that in the USA for 95 cents. I know you can. A case of 12 cans of Coke or Diet Coke, or now caffeine free. They offered it to me yesterday. $6.50 for a case.
I know.
That's 58 cents a can. That's
First
ridiculous.
time we've seen it.
That's like $4 a bottle. We're buying the bottles for $1.25. So I'll buy the regular Diet Coke, Coca-Cola product. I'm not holding the can or bottle though, because Coca-Cola doesn't sponsor me. If Coca-Cola would like to have a sponsorship arrangement, I'd be happy to hold up the brand because it doesn't interfere with the trading of my option traders. You see, it's not a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You'll note that I do not promote any brokerage firm on this channel.
Or
I've been approached
stocks.
by all of them. They all want me to tell you to use so-and-so or so-and-so or so-and-so. You'll get free stock. You'll get this. You'll get that. You notice I don't do that. I don't promote brokerage firms. That's a conflict of interest for me, in my opinion. It's my opinion.
It is.
Anyway, so there you have it. Yeah, I just
But
I
for
just
those of
keep
us
an eye
who
on it.
don't do caffeine, I can't really have, if I have a Diet Coke at lunch,
Too much.
I'm still not going to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, I would prefer not to drink the regular Diet Coke. I really like caffeine free for that reason. No caffeine. Can't find the 2-liter bottle in the city of Calgary. None.
When you don't have caffeine, you really notice it when you do.
That's true.
Everybody's had so much coffee, they forget that first cup of coffee.
Here, I'm not sure what to make of this comment.
Okay.
BW writes, so Auntie Jen would be considered a woman who would be ... Calgary rough? Question mark? She's laughing. Good for you. She's laughing.
Well, my daughter will introduce me particularly if I'm with my sister, because we look a lot alike. We'll say, my aunt is the nice one. My mom is a hitter.
She's a hitter. She's the potty mouth.
Which is so funny because I don't remember being particularly big into corporal punishment when she was small.
No. We used words on her.
But I have used, the little flick on the side of the head.
Well, there's always the flick on the ear at the back of the ear. There's always that. That gets the attention right now. Maria Powell says, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Maria.
Marcus, I have been analyzing Auntie Jen's comment about class 16 for a couple of days now.
Oh.
She said, wow, if AI was so impressed, I need to take that class for sure. You go. Marcus, I cannot make it this Saturday, though. We'll need to take it later. It's all good. Zed Estate, good morning, Auntie Jen from Zed.
Good morning, Zed.
He's in BC.
Yes.
I sure hope you don't have forest fire problems in your immediate neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy last few years in BC, of course, British Columbia.
Or in one of the smoke valleys,
Yeah.
The way the wind goes.
Yeah.
You're not in danger of the fire, but you can't go outside.
Everything on my screen right now is green. And this is what my screen shows. Matterport is up 6.5 cents. NVIDIA is up 8.96. SoFi is up 14. Rocket Lab's up 27. GameStop is up 6 cents. AI up 127. Those are all green. Then I have Smart Rent up. Owens Corning is up. ATIP is up. Unity is up. Tesla, Apple, Google, Moderna. All those stocks are up. The first red bar is Cisco, down 91 cents. After that, Pfizer, IBM, HPQ, Microsoft, ME, Amazon, Spire, Home Depot, Vanik, Netflix, Adobe, all up. Goldman down 4 cents to give me a red bar.
That's flat.
And then green bars, Boeing, Meta, Target, JP Morgan, Costco, Walmart, Disney, and American Airlines, and DraftKings. All green, 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 green. That's what's happening on my screen. I don't know what's happening on your screen.
Well, they want
That's
to start another run.
And so
They
cash
tied
secured.
the record. Now they want to beat the record.
I guess cash secured puts are doing okay on certain stocks, depending on what you have. That's what I see. Let's see. Splayer says first trade was now once teaching cash secured puts. I have the feeling they watch you. BW, I understand that Anti-Gen, when my sister and I would act up in a grocery store, my dad would take his hand with the wedding ring in a little twack on the top of the head, corrected things quickly. Just take that little wedding ring and go, ting. Oh, I got a bell just rung.
It just helps you focus.
Focus. We're in public.
Unfortunately, they don't let you do that.
Yeah, they don't let you do that anymore. Luca is saying, ciao, Anti-Gen.
Ciao, Luca.
There you go. Well, Luca, are you still in Birmingham? Or are you on the road somewhere else? And how long? When do you get
traveling, man?
I think Luca's traveling. Yeah.
These boots are made for walking.
Boots are made for walking, baby, and I'm gonna walk all over you. Oh my goodness.
Something like that.
Something along those lines. I don't know. We're up 194 on the Dow, so we're climbing. We're up 43 on S&P, up 231 on Nasdaq. So the market is getting greener, stronger. It's going higher at the moment. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So this morning, Alberto made a couple of donations through the super chat. Then Beach Boy showed up and made donate. So now that war went up. And then Alberto made a PayPal donation.
Oh.
Now Beach Boy has made a PayPal donation. Here we go. Here we go. And we've got 5 or so new attendees for the class tomorrow. We have 152 thumbs up, so we're climbing on that front.
For a summer Friday.
We also have a new member. Constantine has come back as a member of the channel. Dude made a donation. Yeah, Dude made a donation today. Thank you, Dude.
Thank you, Dude.
Yeah, Zeta State's been a member for 19 months. Gold bagel lever.
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting these green bars from people. Octavio, member for 26 months, chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Constantine joined today as a gold bagel member. He's back. He's returned again. We've had a lot of activity here today, a lot of notifications from people, and it's been active. So that's what's been going on here.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's more than just the markets. It's the group here, the in-house
community.
group here.
Yes.
They're active today, and it's Friday. We're excited, and tomorrow is the big day for class 16.
I know. It's gonna be great.
We got some shuffling.
So guys,
to do here.
go get your rest. No going out and coming home late on a Friday night.
That's right.
You got school tomorrow. Noon
Eastern. Be sharp with your pencils and paper, ready to go.
In your desk, ready to go.
That's right.
No hard candies and crinkly.
Yeah, we don't want to hear any of these crinkly wrappers tomorrow. No crinkly wrappers.
I'm going to go have some tea. You guys have a nice weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, for a bunch of you tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Looking forward to it.
Okay,
all righty. Thank you, Auntie Jen. We'll see you later. Yoink. There you go. Yoink. Oh, my gosh. Splayer, I refreshed my Yahoo and suddenly it's all green. Everything is green. It's all higher, higher, higher. There you go. We're climbing here. 7.5 cent gain on Matterport. NVIDIA up 960. SoFi at 928, up 19. Rocket Lab up 24, 697. Now GameStop up 8 cents, 22.30. AI up $1.03 to 39.24. Smart Rent up 6.5 cents. Owens Corning up 178. Unity up 164. Tesla up 779. Apple up 266. Google up $3. Moderna 119.44, up about $1. Cisco's down 90 cents. Pfizer up a dime. IBM up 66. HPQ up 22. Microsoft up 6.59. ME up 8.5, back to 188, 190 here. Amazon up 320. Home Depot up 165. Bannock up 260. Netflix up 690. Adobe up 670. Yeah, Goldman only down 7 cents. Boeing up 460 now. Meta up 830, climbing. Target up 160. JP Morgan up 79 cents. Costco up 450. Walmart up $1.40. Disney up 41 cents. American Airlines up 18 cents. And DraftKings up $1.10. Got a green market here almost across the board. 190 gain on the Dow, 43 on S&P, 229 gain on NASDAQ. That's 1.6% on NASDAQ, only 0.5% on the Dow. The Dow is should be at 550 gain if it equaled the NASDAQ. Oil down 11 cents at 79.98. Oil seems to have kind of topped out for now. No polygamy talk either, says Alberta. Later, as in tomorrow, says JR. Rock and roll. Luca, Uncle Bruce. I got back from Manchester, and today I'm on a day off to Lake Garda near Verona, Italy. What is it? Monday, I'm off to Halifax, then Toronto, and then Calgary until August 12th. We got to get together, Luca. I know a good steakhouse. We got to get together. Splair, I'm watching my screen, and I ask myself, do I buy this weekend class number 8 to learn how to trade per mind cover calls and credit spreads, or do I buy class 16? You might want to buy class number 8 and catch up with us here. You are 7-8 behind us. Alberto, Luca, talk Uncle Bruce out to lunch. Take him out to lunch. Splair, but I probably go with the edited class of both, says Splair. Alberto, take him out for a bite. Yeah, let me know when you're in here. That's just before we take off. We're still here. I know a good steakhouse. We should get together. That would be great. Fantastic. Just fantastic. You're going to be in town. This is awesome stuff. I just sent my payment for Saturday, says Spicy Android. I'm in to win Uncle Bruce. Let's take a look here. There we go. Yes, we have a donation here. Let's take a look here. I'm trying to keep up on all of this stuff. We got a donation here from Buckley, Washington. That's come through. And we have a donation here from KW, making sure I got the right people. I don't want to over-identify people. Folks like to be conservative and quiet about it. Anyway, you're coming through. These are coming in, kids. We will process you all for sure. Okay. Exciting stuff. Way to go, everybody. Looking forward to welcoming you all into the class here as you register in quickly at the last minute. Okay, everyone. Bang and bang over there. Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on these donations. All righty. Let's see what else is going on. I'm jealous on that tour right through Canada, says Splair. Luca, Alberto, I may take Auntie Jen out instead. Alberto, hey, that sounds pretty good. Spicy, that's me from Buckley. Giddy up, baby. Giddy up, man. All right. Splair, I have, by the way, the Butterfly class number 9 per accident already watched. Class about common mistakes thanks to DQ and Alberta. So there's only 6 ahead. Giddy up, everybody. Keep it going. Join those classes. All right. Dow up 172. Matterport up 5.5. NVIDIA up 8. SoFi up 15 cents. Rocket Lab up 20. And GameStop up 3. AI up 74. We're still green on a whole bunch of stocks at the moment. As we keep pounding our way through. The 2-hour mark is coming up. We have hit 157 thumbs ups. Thank you all for these live thumbs ups today. If you're able to get us a little closer to 200, I'm sure the rerunners will take us the rest of the way to 200 today. Thank you. Luca, definitely, I will email you. We'll get together when I'm in town. I look forward to seeing you. That'll be a lot of fun. It's always great. If any of you ever coming through Calgary, let us know. We'll see if we can find a place to get together. That would be fantastic. Great way to do meet and greets in person around here. Just a car ride away for me. Easy. Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing some of you of course, in Europe as we work our way to London and to Liverpool, and then we're going to work our way into Germany. Eventually Austria, Switzerland. We may or may not end up in Tel Aviv. You never know about that. There might be a quick side trip to Tel Aviv from Europe. You never know. Let's see. Splair, have a great weekend, everybody. Make notes and learn with passion. JR, see you tomorrow. Yes, indeed. We'll be there tomorrow. Can't wait. Giddy up, everybody. We've got a ton of fun coming tomorrow with the class number 16. 158 thumbs ups. They're coming in. We're going for 160 now. Thank you all for that. Let's see if we can announce the knee emoji attack here. Here we go with the little knee emojis. Thank you all. We'll catch you here tomorrow for the class. And don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee out there. Have them take good care of your option positions. Let you make money. Don't forget the Knights of Knee must be respected and honored. Don't ignore the Knights of Knee. Luca knows. Neat, 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 neat. So does Richard. Neat, 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 neat. Untamed Viking. Neat, 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 neat. Here they come. The knee emoji attack is underway. It's infecting the entire chat bar right now on this channel. JR. Neat, 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 neat. They're coming in from everywhere. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a few SoFi 10s covered calls expiring 3 weeks and a stink bid to buy back around 25% gain. Let's see what happens. DH Ruda, neat, neat, neat. JR, neat, neat, neat. Splair, neat, neat, neat. Beach Boy, neat, 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 neat. Oh my gosh, here we go. Uncle Luca, enjoy the class, you beauties. Spicy Android, neat, neat, neat. Octavio, neat, neat. IR Aaron, neat, 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 neat. They're coming from everywhere. No stopping the knee emojis. All my neighbors are wondering, what does that guy do over there all the time in that apartment? We hear this knee attacks all the time. What's going on? It's crazy. Karen D, neat, neat. Deep Value, neat, neat. Splair, neat, neat. Oh my gosh. The knee emoji attack is underway. Narcus, neat, 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 neat. Oh man. Spicy Android, number 159. We have 161 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Here comes some heart emojis. Oh, my gosh. Neat, Matthew. Neat. Stephen Butler. Neat. Deep Value. Neat. Here they go. Oh, the channel's lighting up with all kinds of activity. Neat. Splair. Thank you all. Too much fun. I love it. Love all the emojis and all the stuff floating up and all the knee emojis, and oh, it's fun. It's just great stuff. Thank you, folks, for your support today. Thank you, Beach Boy. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, Constantine, and thank you all of you who have joined in, dude, for your donation today. You guys are great. We'll see you tomorrow for the class. For a bunch of you here. We'll get together then and go down the road of the option business a little further, and let's see how it goes. Looking forward to it all. Thanks again, everyone, for your support of this channel. In every way you support us, it is much appreciated. Have a wonderful weekend this weekend if we don't see you tomorrow, and we'll catch up with you guys Monday morning as usual, right off the get-go for Gold Bagel members at 8 o'clock, and then the rest of you at 8:30. Come on by and join in. Become a Gold Bagel member and join us for the pre-alert shows too. 184 gain on the Dow. Looking good, up 41 in S&P, 230 on NASDAQ. We'll see how long it lasts. So far, so good. We'll figure it out. Tons of fun in the options market. What can I say? Splair says, I remember Elon once said traders are boring. Well, why don't you join us? It's not so boring around here. There you have it, everybody. Thanks again, all. We'll catch you later on Monday. Definitely tomorrow for those of you in class number 16, noon Eastern. Make your donation and send me an email. Let me know you're going to be coming by, and we'll go from there. Okay, everybody? Thank you all. And have a wonderful day today, and hug your friends and family a little longer this weekend. You never know when it's the last time. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here from Calgary. Still dark out. I'll see you guys a little later. All the best, and bye for now.